A warm welcome to the Prime Global Forum, and it's such a pleasure to join you today, albeit virtually. I'd like to thank each one of you who's made this forum possible, along with all of our participants. This unique community represents a network of institutions, educators, and students who are bound by a shared purpose. Your contributions are invaluable to our global sustainability movement. But before we start, I wanted to really get us to think about a question. What if every student graduated with the understanding that responsible, sustainable business is the only choice in today's uncertain global landscape? What would that look like, and what are the steps that we need to take collectively to get closer to this goal? We've all seen how global crises and geopolitical divisions are impacting economies and communities worldwide. Today, I remain deeply alarmed by the erosion of academic, teaching and learning freedoms and the shrinking space for research and innovation around the world. Budget cuts, censorship, and political interference are threatening the foundations of education, higher education, and the ripple effects undermine the entire education ecosystem and our ability to generate and support societal transformation. Recent policy shifts in some countries are fueling a backlash against sustainable business, and in many cases dismantling hard-won gains in critical issues such as human rights, labor protections, anti-corruption, and climate action. And as the world's most vulnerable countries and communities continue to be hit hardest by global emergencies, we are only on track to achieve about 25% of the Sustainable Development Goals. But against this backdrop, one thing is clear. More and more business leaders are acknowledging that sustainability is not a trend, it's a necessity for long-term business resilience and success. And this remains true in times of stability, but especially amidst crises and global uncertainty. So then, how can we empower tomorrow's business leaders, in fact today's business leaders as well, with skills, knowledge, aptitude, and the sense of purpose to put people and the planet above short-term profit? First, we must protect and strengthen the institutions that shape these future leaders. And that begins with safeguarding academic, teaching and learning freedom, ensuring stable and sufficient research funding, and empowering educators and students to innovate and challenge conventional thinking without fear of repercussions. Second, we must ensure that higher education is truly preparing students and learners for the 21st century realities and for global challenges. There is often a gap between what we learn in the classroom and real-world practice. Today's business leaders face a new set of challenges: climate disruption, AI and automation, geopolitical instability, trade tariff wars, and social polarization. Curriculum must be fit for purpose, equipping students with the tools and the skills to lead through uncertainty, complexity, and change. And I'm delighted that Prime is taking the lead on this and will be sharing new curricular resources with all of you tomorrow. The transformative role of technology and AI in teaching and learning cannot be overstated. But as we harness these tools, we must ensure that they bridge divides and not deepen them. Access to technology, digital literacy, and inclusive learning environments are truly essential if we are to leave no one behind. And third, we must provide concrete opportunities for our business leaders to build a sustainable future. From entrepreneurial ventures in sustainable technologies, to leadership roles in climate action initiatives, to balancing balance sheets because we must. Our leaders need access to the necessary networks, tools, and funding, and it starts with their educators. My dear friends of the Prime community, we know that the future will not be shaped by the ambitions of one school, one company, or one leader. It will be shaped, however, by what we choose to accomplish together. With Prime, you are sending a clear message that responsible management is not an add-on to business education. It's foundational for a more sustainable, inclusive, and resilient future. I wish you all an inspiring and impactful global forum. Thank you.